best way to think about these knitting needles is as two separate entities and not one that's attached. So what I have is I have all of this space on my empty needle that I'm going to use to start my next row. This is probably row 21 or something. I have lost count. I have no idea. Also, I know that this is a purl row instead of a knitting row. Okay, I am now a little more than halfway through my 150 stitches. You can tell that as I'm going, it is slowly moving around. I'm still treating it as it's two separate needles and not the extension of one whole needle. Sometimes you will have to move the yarn itself. Other times the yarn will just slide around on its own. You don't have to pull the yarn very tight. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to do. The first few rows are going to be kind of tight. Once you get the pattern going with the knit, the purl, the knit, and the purl, and everything, it should even itself out. So where all you have to do is just slide it down a little bit on one side, slide it up a little bit on the other, and everything will be. My yarn is getting too heavy, so I have to keep it on my lap so I don't drop it off of my needles, which happens. I had to start over, and that's not very fun. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Just continue to purl our way down to the very last stitch. Once all of these are off of this needle, now this one, and my left hand will be the empty needle, and I will switch it. And then my next row will be my knit row. have one empty needle and one full needle. What I do after every single row is I scooch it all the way down so there's no possibility of any of the stitches falling, so you don't lose any of your stitches.